What up, everybody? Welcome into the channel. We are here in the beautiful Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. And this week we're staying at Serenade All Suites. We're going to be showing you everything: the food, the drinks, the room, the entertainment, everything that you need to know to answer the big question: is this place worth your money? Should you book this resort to stay at for any amount of time? We'll be letting you know. So come on in with us. Let's have a good time. And of course, we's here. All right, let's do the room review. Again, we're staying at Serenade All Suites here in Punta Cana. And I'm going to be following this theme of, it's beautiful in the macro. And when you get down to the micro, there are just some issues in the micro. And the room, I think, just encapsulates that theme of elegance in the micro, not so much in the macro. The room is nice, right? The room is really, really nice. You walk in, and there's a really, really spacious closet space here. A lot of closet space. I really, really like that a lot. So, your standard 527 square foot room. It's pretty spacious for a standard junior suite. Can fit up to 3 adults here. So a lot of room in the actual space. We have the garden view swim out, which is really nice. Swim out pool is beautiful. I don't know if it's just hot here or if the pool is heated, but water is always great when you get in, regardless of the time of day or night. So really, really great on the pool view. There's a private outdoor terrace between the room and the swim out for you to hang out and get your chill on. There's a 50-inch flat screen satellite TV in the room that we haven't used yet, but it is here and available. It's an air conditioning room. It's really cool. Air conditioning works very finely. There's a coffee maker. There's in-room Wi-Fi. There's a laptop size safe here. So if you need to put your belongings away, there is a safe for your convenience. There's a hair dryer, vanity mirror, dual sinks in the bathroom. The bathroom area and the rest of the space is separated by a really large tub. So it acts as a natural, divider between your living space and the bathroom area. Bathroom is really nice. There are some, kind of, how do you call it? Some, LED type lights around the mirrors, which also always gives it a good modern feel to it. So very modern vibe in the bathroom and the room in general. A hair dryer, vanity mirror, there's bathrobes, slippers. There's also a scale here if you want to beat yourself up while you're on vacation for some reason. You can weigh yourself here. Housekeeping perks, they, specifically advertise, daily turn down services, which do happen. So they, housekeeping comes in and cleans up your room for you a little bit, redoes your bed every day, which is great. What else can I say about the room? Really nice. I think there's a, green accent wall next to the TV. So they use really green, a lot of greens, a lot of shades of green for the colors. As you can see behind me, really, really nice accent wall here with this lovely, green leaf graphic here, which really gives the room a nice feel, I think. So there's greens, browns, there's some oranges on the chair. So I really do like what they did with the color schemes in the room.
Okay, so my husband has put his touch and review on the room, but I feel like a woman has a different touch, a different attention to detail that I think is important when it comes to a room on your stay. And some of the things, in addition to what he's already called out, that I noticed about the room, for one, with the bathroom, it is open. It's an open bathroom. There's no closed door, meaning that, the sink, the tub is exposed. You do have a closed shower and a closed toilet room. But if you are traveling with friends, and you want a little bit of privacy, you don't really have that space to go off and change and do your thing, even with a partner that you might not be as close with. It could be, something that just to think about as far as your privacy. So that's one thing, as well as that there is not a full-size mirror. So ladies, we got to get our outfits in. We got to make sure we are all looking great. And there's not really a full-size mirror. I will say with the bathroom being open, the mirror is long. We can stand back and, for the most part, get an idea of a full body, but definitely not full body mirror, which I think is an easy miss. Same with the closet. Although there is great closet space and storage, it is open as well and exposed. So, again, if you want things to be a little bit closed off, look cleaner, a little bit neater, all your things that are, whether it's hanging items or things that you're putting in the cubbies, there's a couple of drawers, but everything is pretty much exposed. And so that's also another thing to consider. And yeah, I think outside of just the small hiccups we had with the room smell, that tends to be pretty common in the Caribbean. You'll notice just outdoors can smell a little sargasm-y because of the seaweed. And, it's a somewhat of an unpleasant smell, especially if you're not used to it. But you do get used to it. So that is something that a lot of rooms will just have that smell to it. But I think ours definitely was a lot moldier because there was no air conditioning on at the time. Yes, after spraying, having the air conditioning on for a little bit, airing out a tad, it's been fine. It hasn't had that smell like it did, but initially it was, pretty unsettling. And then even with like the door, I think a lot of it has to do with just the humidity and moisture that happens naturally in these rooms. Same with like the wallpaper. I know it looks beautiful, it's great, but if you look close up, it's actually peeling off in some of the areas, probably due to the moisture. And so it could be just this room. There might be some rooms that are just gonna attract that moisture and humidity a little bit more than others. They did offer us to switch rooms, but at that time we had already unpacked, and it just was an inconvenience for us to take more of a vacation to pack back up again, move rooms, and unpack. But I think if it was that bad and we really, felt it was worth it, we would have just, we're like, I think it's okay. We'll be able to work it out. Last thing I will say about the room, one thing for me, I love a good shower. Like that's probably one of the things I look most forward to on vacations is like at the end of the day or even in the morning when, after a workout or just being out in the sun, you have all the sunscreen to take a really nice hot shower. In the mornings, the shower has not been getting hot for me. It's getting about lukewarm. Probably enough for my husband,
Been fine for me. Been really fine for me. Actually, this morning in my shower, it was hot, but then it started kind of oscillating between like hot. It would like get hot and then it would cool off. It would just kind of do this warm, cool type situation. So I did notice that this morning. So she's on to something for sure.
Yeah. And I think with women, we just have like a higher heat tolerance, and we like it to be nice and hot. And in the mornings, for some reason, it has not been getting to that. So that's been a little bit disappointing. But night showers have been great. Night showers it's been getting nice and warm and hot. I don't know, maybe because at that point I'm already drunk and I don't notice it as much. But I do feel like the night showers, it's been nice and hot. So I think that's all of my take on the room review, in addition to my husband.
All right, day one, we got checked in, got to the room, unpacked, and we went straight to drinking. Well, actually, we were gonna go straight to the pool, but as we were walking to the pool, it started thunderstorming. Not even just raining, but it was like storming. So we ended up going to the sports bar to hide out until the rain passed. And while we were there, ended up grabbing some drinks, got some food, and just caught a vibe in there. What are your thoughts on the sports bar?
Sports bar probably wasn't my favorite. I think we had just got in, so we were hungry. We had just wanted to get things going, and so the food that we ordered was not it. We both got wings. I got regular wings. Keem got buffalo wings.
The buffalo wings and the tacos.
Yes, and it all seemed like it was fried in the same grease.
For sure fried in the same grease.
Was off with it. I took one bite and I was like, oh, nope, this ain't it. I also got what said on the menu chicken fingers, but they were actually chicken nuggets. And they definitely were chicken nuggets that you would get from like a small bodega or something that this happens to have a little what I don't know what you would call those. Yeah, it wasn't it. Fries were very basic, but it was like the only thing that was edible for the most part.
Tasted the same as everything else. It all the fries, the chicken nuggets, the buffalo wings, and the regular wings all had the same exact taste, which makes me like it was for sure all fried in the same oil, and it was not new oil. And we travel a lot. Our bar for food on resorts is where it should be. We don't expect the world.
Yeah.
Which we get it. However, it was still a 2 out of 10 for me for the buffalo wings and the fries. The tacos actually were decent. I'll give the tacos like a solid 7.5. Not even, probably 6. I'll give it a solid 6.5 for the tacos.
And
they were tacoing.
Our friends did get a burger, which looked better, and they said it was okay. Looked better than what we had ordered.
I'll be going back to get a cheeseburger for sure at some point this week.
It did also seem like the drinks at this sports bar probably wasn't the best. I asked for a passion fruit mojito, and it was okay. It was pretty basic. It was okay at that time, but after going to some of the other bars and getting the same thing, and that tasted a lot different, I know that maybe this particular sports bar probably doesn't have the best drinks. Also, one thing to note is that it's on the family side of this resort. How there's 2 sides, the family side and the all adults only side where we're staying. And it just happened to be one of the only places that were open at that time of us getting checked in. So that has something to do with it as well. But yeah, we'll definitely try it again and see.
For sure, go back. You segued into what we were going to next because we left the sports bar, wanted to get some better drinks, and we ended up at the lobby bar. The bar was actually really, really great. I definitely enjoyed the lobby bar a lot. The lobby bar here on the all suite side, the adults only side, is really nice, and the bar has really good specialty cocktails. And the bartenders were really great. I forgot to get her name, but she was our friend. She was teaching me Spanish, so it was really, really fun. And yeah, we had a great time at the lobby bar. Ended up hanging out there. Probably a lot longer than we really anticipated. We were there for maybe an hour and some change, and got pretty lit at the lobby bar. So shout out to our bartender, and shout out to those drinks that she made. They were really good. I had like this one drink that was kind of spicy. I forgot the name of it, but you'll see it. But it was really good drinks at the lobby bar. So lobby bar for sure, 9 out of 10 for me. You too?
Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, I don't remember much of
the
lobby bar.
Yeah.
I was like, we were there for an hour? Oh.
We was there for a minute. So yeah, that was the lobby bar. So that was night 1. And after we left the lobby bar, we went. It had stopped raining at that point, but it was still a little just kind of wet and everything. It rained pretty hard. So we came back to the room and actually, it wasn't even our room. Well, it might have been our room. We went to one of our rooms. We're here with some friends, and we both have the swim outs, obviously. So we went to swim in our swim out, and got pretty tired pretty quickly. We kind of called it a night really early, probably like 9:30. We were asleep for sure by 10:30, 11. Just being a travel day, and it was up pretty early. It was an early flight, so that was basically day one. Was a pretty chill day, but did some exploring, walked the campus here, and just found a couple hangout spots. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The phone party, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 on the phone party. It was everything that you could ask for. The people, the vibe, the DJs, the bartenders, the pool, the weather, everything was beautiful. Everything was great. 10 out of 10 phone party. Second day in the pool at the bar, and it was way better than the first. I think I already gave the first day in our pool the 10 out of 10. So maybe this might be a 12 out of 10. This might be the 12 out of 10 at the pool bar. The vibe was there. Shout out to Serenade Punta Cana for creating the vibe. The DJ was great. The phone was flowing. The drinks were pouring. And we had a blast, man. We had a blast. Nothing else you could ask for a phone party, for a pool party. We've done a few of these phone parties now at the swim out pools, and this one was by far the best. Better, I gotta say, better than Margaritaville Cancun. This phone party was way better than the Margaritaville in Cancun. Shout out to Serenade All Suites in Punta Cana. Phone party was great. We had a wonderful time. My wife is in there asleep on the couch. She had a little bit too much to drink. She came back to the room a couple times and had some Don Julio. So she's in there doing a quick rest, but she's a trooper. All she needs is like a literally all she needs is like a 30-minute little pick me up, and she's gonna be ready to roll. She's definitely not like me. I got too drunk and I was done for the rest of the day. Couldn't even drink anymore. She's gonna be great after about 30, 35 minutes, maybe 40 on the couch sleep. So we're all good. Phone party was a success. 2 thumbs up, 12 out of 10. And now we have some reservations for dinner at the Japanese. So we're gonna get some teppanyaki, and we'll see what that has in store for us. But if the pool party was any indication on the rest of the trip, the rest of the vacation, we're in good hands, man. We're really enjoying our stay here at Serenade All Suites. can't ask for nothing more than this, man. Can't ask for nothing more. So we'll check in a little bit, but we're off to dinner in a while, and I'm hungry, so I'm expecting some great food. We'll holler at y'all later. Peace. Boy, the hibachi restaurant here at Serenade All Suites. Actually, the the restaurant was called Kyoto, and it's actually on the family side. So we had to walk over to the family side. Went to the wrong restaurant at first, but when I tell you, well worth the walk. Well worth the walk. It was so good. Um, Shout out to everybody, all the staff members at Kyoto. It was amazing. There was so much food. Now we've been to a lot of resorts, and each all resorts basically has a hibachi spot. So you're not gonna you wherever you go, you're basically gonna find a hibachi restaurant as one of the options for dinner. But this one, I can't think of any other one that gave us as much food as this spot gave us. So much food, so much rice, so much steak, so much chicken, so much shrimp, so many veggies. It was amazing. Like it was amazing how much food we actually got on that plate. That was a standout. So if you're going to this restaurant here on the family side at Serenade, go with your appetite. You need to really go with your appetite because you will not leave hungry. You will not leave unsatisfied. Your stomach will be full. Um, I was actually really upset that I couldn't finish my food, and there's no to go plates. There's no, you know. I was thinking, man, could we grab a napkin and stuff some of this rice and meat in the napkin and take it with us to the room? But I'm like, I'm gonna be sleeping a couple hours anyway, so wouldn't have made any sense. But so much food, so entertaining. Forgot our chef's name, but he kept us entertained the entire time. We had a great table with us. So hibachi restaurant here at Serenade, I'll give, I mean, 9 out of 10 for sure. Definitely 9 out of 10. The drinks actually were really good too. Had a Miami Vice there, and the Miami Vice was loaded with alcohol. You know, a lot of times at these um, all inclusive resorts, you know, the drinks are the cocktails are really sugared down. It's a lot of fluff and a little bit alcohol. Not at Kyoto restaurant. A lot of alcohol. So you're gonna get you're gonna be lit by the time you leave that restaurant. So really, really great. Had a great time. Great people, great vibe, great food. We did a quick 10-minute walk, went down to the beach and, caught a vibe there. Saw some of the things, some of the happenings going on around the campus. There was a DJ on each side. So there was a DJ on the family side. There was another DJ on the adults only side, outside. And the family side, of course, was really, really lit. The family side, I shall say, um, is for sure up there. I mean, the kids are the kids. They're everywhere. But even besides the kids, like it's a vibe on the family side. So had a great night. It's been a great day. It was a wonderful nightcap to a wonderful day. I'm excited for the rest of the week. Tomorrow we have an excursion. Um, we're going off of the resort for the excursion and for dinner tomorrow. So we'll get some content on the resort, but tomorrow's gonna be a big off the resort day. So I'm excited. It's been a really great couple of days here at the resort, at Serenade All Suites. But I'm excited to get out tomorrow. So been a great day, and we'll check back in. All right. Peace. right. What a night. What a night. What a night, man. We did it all. I did it all for the content, man. I really want you guys to get a good feel on what's happening here at Serenade All Suites and Serenade Punta Cana, the family side. Got a taste of both sides today, man. Got a taste of both sides. Yeah, and I must say, yeah, it was great, man. We had a great night. Started off at the buffet on the family side, and that buffet was amazing. I cannot lie. Honestly, I've been to a lot of resorts, maybe like 6 or 7 resorts at this point in my life. I can't really think of a buffet that I liked better than the buffet here at Serenade on the family side. And as patrons of the All Suites, you do get access to the All Suites and the family side. So I believe you can book all of the restaurants. You can go to the buffets for sure. And I really feel like the buffet on the family side was really, really good. My favorite is actually the Dominican options that they have there. So the stewed beans are really flavorful, really good. You get that cilantro flavor in there. You get those beans, it's just really flavorful. They, on the adults or on the family side, they have somebody cooking up like fish for you, and I forget the name of the fish, but the fish was so good. Black beans and red beans and rice, so good. The desserts on the family side buffet, top tier. Definitely put that in the S category, S tier. Buffet is really good. I was not disappointed in the buffet. In fact, I think between today's buffet and yesterday's hibachi restaurant, I think it has more than made up for the mishap that we had at the steakhouse a couple of days ago. More than made up for that, and more than made up for the terrible food that we had at the sports bar our first day here. After we left the buffet, went to our lobby bars. We started at the lobby bar in the family side. That lobby bar was really, really good. I actually like the lobby bar on the family side better than I like the lobby bar on the All Suite side. Only because it's a little bigger, little more space, and they had some different options for drinks. So I had and continue to have, after I tried it, the Banana Mama. If you are here at Serenade, get the Banana Mama. They actually do make it on the other side, but it's not on the QR code menu for some reason on the All Suite side. Didn't see it on there, but it is on the QR code menu at the All Suite side. The Banana Mama, highly recommend. Very, very good. But we started at the family side lobby bar, had a few drinks there, walked back over to the All Suite side, had some drinks there. Then from there, we realized on the All Suite side, the adult only side, karaoke was happening. And so we got a chance to do some karaoke. You've seen in this video already, if you made it this far, we did karaoke. Me and my wife killed it, as we do, per usual. We bodied it. We came, we saw, we conquered. We do this karaoke shit. So that's what we did. Stuck around for the karaoke. It was a real good vibe. Besides the karaoke, I would say that the All Suite side is just a little more buttoned up, just a little more sophisticated, just a little more relaxed, a little more chill, a little more low key than the family side. Even beside the kids being there, just the energy on the family side is noticeably just a little more lit, if that's what you want to do. So if you are staying here, go to the family side. Even if you don't like kids, which I don't know why you wouldn't like kids, but even if you don't like kids and you don't want to see a kid, you can still have a good time on the family side late night without worrying about kids running around. They're going to be there, but the adults are all also having a great time there. So we did that, hit both lobby bars, hit the karaoke on the All Suite side, walked back over to the family side and hit the club. The club was, I would say, a little lackluster. I'm I mean, section culture is just really tearing a hole in society, and it's not only just in America. It's in the DR too. Because when we walked into the club, great ambiance, great vibe, great environment. The neon lights were there. DJ booth was really big. Music speakers were great. Bar was in a well laid out space. Even had an upstairs smoking area that the door didn't work. So door to the smoking area was broke, so you couldn't actually go outside to the smoking area. Nonetheless, it was a good space. Besides that, it was a great environment. Speakers were nice. DJ was playing, the DR hits. Wish he would have played a little more top 40, a little more hip hop, a little more rap. But that's just my personal preference. But all in all, tonight I think was a success. Hopefully you guys get to see just what the nightlife is like here at Serenade All Suites and on the family side. So hopefully you got a good synopsis on what's going on here, and it can help you make your decision on if you want to stay here. Again, if you're looking for a really turned up vibe, Ryu is probably your best bet. But here at Serenade, I think the theme is it is what you make it, right? Like if you find a group of people that you vibe with, that you want to turn up with, that option is for sure here. If you want a laid back vibe and just a low key vibe, you can absolutely do that here. So you're not forced to have any one type of energy. You can do whatever you need to do. So we're having a great time here. Can't wait to see what tomorrow brings. Wonderful day here at Serenade All Suites, and we'll check back in tomorrow. All right. All right. It's been a long day. Really, really long day. We're both exhausted, but we stayed up. We stayed out probably about 2 hours longer than we would have had we not been doing this review. There we go. 10:11.
It's not that late.
It's not that late.
But it is for us.
It is, because it's late. We're old. Tonight was actually pretty cool, man. We went to the steakhouse. After the steakhouse, went to the lobby bar, grabbed a drink. After that, hit the dessert buffet at the family side buffet. Got some desserts really quickly, and then just kind of parlayed around the campuses and just to see what the nightlife was like again on a Sunday night. And if you've been to any all-inclusive resorts, you know that at some point during your stay, you're going to see a Michael Jackson impersonator. This one, however, pretty good. I would say pretty good. Definitely not Mike. He wasn't Mike out there. But compared to other, resorts, other all-inclusive Michael Jackson impersonators, I say pretty good.
He was on the good side, but the production itself I've seen better. But you can just tell they was, doing what they got, the budget they have. So he did good.
I've seen some pretty bad ones, man.
Yeah.
Cancun, the Mexican Michael Jackson impersonators, can't even hold water to this guy right here. They make this guy look like the real Mike. So it's the Vegas guy. If you've been to Fremont Street, it's Vegas guy, other Vegas guy, and then this Michael Jackson here at Serenade. It was pretty cool. It was okay. And that was pretty much the entertainment that was happening on the adults all suite side. On the family side, it's really just been every day. They have a singer that's out there kind of doing covers to songs right outside of the buffet and kind of the patio area right behind the pool. And she's pretty good too. She's doing those hits. The energy over there is really great. The people are dancing, the staff are getting people engaged, and it's a vibe over there. So that's pretty much all that's happening on the entertainment side. Yeah, so it's been a really long day. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for us for today. All right, y'all. Wrapping up our stay here at Serenade All Suites in Punta Cana. Was a hell of a week. Really fun 6 days. And let's give our final thoughts and our final scores on the resort. Starting with the room. Out of 10.
Now that we're at the end of our stay, I definitely probably would give it like a 6.5, 7 out of 10. There definitely were a lot of things that were just not correct in our room, meaning things that were not working, such as our phone to order room service. The TV kept like restarting, which we didn't really get into until the end of our trip. And so, of course, those are things that we weren't thinking about because we weren't using them until we did. And at that point, it was a little too late to try to switch out. Same with just the shower not really getting warm. There was also something with our lights. The lights have like an automatic sensor that you can turn on and off, but the lights that turn on in the bathroom and the shower did not turn off. It just didn't connect. Somehow it stopped kind of in the middle of our stay. So I had to sleep with the eye mask because that light was always on throughout the night. So because of that, it would have to be like more of the 6.5.
Definitely agree. All right, next category.
Food.
Food. I will honestly give the food a 7 out of 10. Strong 7, maybe a 7.5 if I'm being generous. I really enjoy the food. I like the restaurants options that we have here. The hibachi was great. Steakhouse was great. We ended up going to the steakhouse on the family side, and I enjoyed my steak. Had the flank. So and the buffets were amazing. I don't want to say amazing, but the buffets were really good, in my opinion, for resort food. So I give the food a solid 7, 7.5 out of 10.
For me, I probably would have to keep it lower at like a 6. And that was more so due to the variety. While the things that we did have were pretty good, I felt like, the buffet having steaks and pasta, things like that, it was good, but it kind of stayed the same. And I felt like there wasn't a huge variety. If we were to stay maybe one more day, even the time that we did stay, it started getting a little bit old. Where I would love to have there been like a taco bar or a taco theme night or just some other options with what they were serving. Probably would have made it a little bit better, but overall, I wasn't super disappointed with the food. Yeah.
All right. Next category, the drinks. Out of 10. Cocktails, liquor quality, bartenders, consistent swim up pool bar, wait times. I give the bars and the drinks, I would give it an 8 out of 10. I mean, it's definitely not top shelf. We brought our own top shelf alcohol, so between us being able to bounce back to the room and grab those, and then match those with the sugary drinks and the kind of a not high quality shots, I thought the drinks were a solid 8 out of 10. It's definitely a standout. Bartenders were great, especially our guys at the pool bar. They kept us flowing and kept getting us drunk. So yeah, no complaints about the drinks for me. I did enjoy the specialty cocktails, the banana mama, the blue cacao, whatever the green one was, purple rain. They had some really good options as far as specialty cocktails at the lobby bars.
Yeah, I probably would also say an 8, maybe a 7.5, more so again for the quality of the liquor, knowing that when it came to, some of the shots, they weren't there. I'd also say even the variety too. While they did have a lot of different mixed drinks, they were kind of the same things that you would see at a regular bar that they were just naming a little bit special. So, they had something called like the golden margarita that kind of seemed special, but it really was just a margarita and more of a salty margarita. So, yeah, there wasn't any like, of course, you go to a really nice restaurant and they have their own specialty cocktails that are like, oh, this is really great. There wasn't that. So, again, I would give it like an 8. They were still good. They still did what they needed to do.
All right, pools and beach. I give the pools for sure. 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Really enjoyed the pools and our swim out pool here. We didn't get to the beach. The beach wasn't that good, so the beach score will be close to a 4 or 5 for me because we didn't actually go there. It just wasn't. Water's not good, clear water here. There's way better beach property at different resorts around. So if you're going specifically for a beach, I would probably say this is probably not going to be your place. You're probably going to want to find a different location that has some better beaches. But pools were outstanding.
I'd agree. Pools were great. The water felt amazing. It felt warm getting in, but once you were in, you felt cool. There were days where I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's so hot out!" Like, I feel like we have to be in the pool to stay cool. But then once we were in the pool, it didn't feel as hot as it felt sitting outside of it, and it just was really relaxing and really comfortable. Pools were clean, not too busy and too packed. Sometimes, we people want the party resorts, but knowing when those pools are super packed, it doesn't feel as relaxing. Doesn't feel as I don't know how to say it, but just it feels less clean as well. Because when you're like jam packed with a bunch of people in the pool, it's like yeah, you don't know what other people are doing in there. So yeah, I will say pool, and we always had space, lawn chairs available to find a space to put our things, even though we didn't necessarily use it. It was still there for us to have. So yeah, I would say pool was good.
All right, let's fast track the rest of these. Service out of 10, friendliness, attentiveness, housekeeping, bartenders, restaurant staff, and how problems were handled. I'll give them a 7, 8. I guess there's no real complaints that I have about the service. Yeah, the folks here are friendly enough. I think generally the Mexican staff members in like Cancun are like a little more over the top friendly. But I don't have a problem with that here. They were friendly enough. Say hi, what's up, all that good stuff. So, yeah.
Agreed.
Bet entertainment and vibe out of 10. Daytime energy, music, activities, nightlife, shows, and whether the resort ever feels boring. I think we touched on this before, so I'll just kind of put a bow on it. But your vibe can be whatever you make it here, which I enjoy. So for me, that entertainment and vibe is I would put at a 6.5, 7 out of 10. If you want to turn up, you can find your folks and turn up. If you want to chill out, there's plenty of spaces where you can relax and read a good book or take a nap somewhere. So I like the the different options and the versatility of this resort. So entertainment and vibe was 6.5, 7 for me.
Yeah, I'll just add to that again. There is not a very huge entertainment staff. At previous resorts, there would definitely be, different things going on at the pool, even when you're just lounging around, bingo, music trivia, things like that. They didn't really have that. If anything, there was a little bit of water aerobics in the morning, and they would try to host like a volleyball game. But other than that, the staff didn't do too well at trying to get people involved during the day. And again, maybe that's just the vibe on the adult side, or people didn't necessarily want to, and they're just like, hey, we're just chilling, so they go off of that. But yeah, I guess if you're looking for a little bit more entertainment, a little more options, there wasn't a ton of that. We enjoyed the Michael Jackson show. I know there was a neon show last night that we missed, so I didn't get to see what that was like. But no beach parties, not a ton of like night parties or events that we've seen here.
All right. The next category is
Amenities.
resort and amenities, ground layout, gym, spa, common areas, Wi-Fi, shops, and overall upkeep. I'll give it a 6. You know, definitely looks better on the micro, and then once you kind of get into some of the macro, some of the details, you know, could be a little better. There was definitely, it's not a brand new resort, as far as like, you know, the upkeep and all of that, but the staff do as good a job as they can, I think, upkeeping it, and good enough.
We were able to see today, on being a Tuesday, and even yesterday, that they had a lot of maintenance people in and out of rooms, fixing things, painting the walls, cleaning stuff up, of like just the upkeep of the resort. So again, it could be that on the typical schedule where we were kind of on the back end of that, and now they're here fixing those things. So maybe the next group of people that come aren't gonna see those small details. But just as far as amenities and layouts, again, we did not check out the spa. We saw a little bit of the circuit that they have, but we didn't actually join that. The gym has been great. Common areas are pretty nice too. I mean, the lobbies are great to be in. There's other areas where you can lounge around and hang out. If anything, I would say Wi-Fi was a little spotty for the most part. We didn't have a lot of trouble when it came to our phones, but there were moments where we were trying to play music at the Summit Bar and our phones would cut out of Wi-Fi, and that would kind of mess up the vibe a little bit. But that's just nitpicking. Yeah.
All right, value. I think the value is really there at this resort. It's not the most expensive resort. It's not the cheapest. I think it's right in the middle. But for you know, you get your bang for your buck here. I think the value is really great. So I would put the value at like a 8 or a 9 for sure. Definitely get your money's worth here, and it's worth what you spend for sure. So final score, we'll tally up the final score when I'm editing it and have that on the screen here or there or somewhere. But would I come back? Yes, no, maybe. Is this something that you should put on your list if you're thinking about coming to the DR? If this is in your faves, if you star this as one of your options, I would say yes. You can for sure come here and feel like you can have a solid time, some decent food, and just a good vibe. I think it's definitely worth the trip. It's worth doing again. I would come back for sure. So I think I would definitely come back here.
Yeah, and for me, I kind of think of it in two ways. Would I come back? Meaning, if I had a free trip, if there was something going on where we had other friends that kind of brought us back, you wouldn't have to drag my feet to get me here. I would absolutely come back. Like I said, it was a good time. But when I think about truly, would you come back? It's like if I would come back on my own and say, yeah, the next trip we book, we want to book again to Serenade. Not necessarily. I think that I know that there's probably other options out there, other resorts. There are a lot of pros to this. There are also a lot of cons that I would try to find other resorts that would kind of boost that up. So yes, again, if someone were to bring me out here, if someone's getting married, an event, and they said we're coming here, great. I'm not going to be upset about it. I'm not going to convince them otherwise not to come here. But if it was for us again on our own dime, on our own time, then I would probably try something different. And it wasn't enough to be like, oh, I want to come back again just because.
All right, and there you have it, man. That has been our review of Serenade All Suites here in the beautiful Punta Cana. We're gonna finish getting packed up. We have a plane to catch and a dog to get home to. So until next time, Appreciate y'all. And Punta Cana, we were here.